This is the Old Deerfield Cemetery. Now, this is well kept. It is not an abandoned cemetery, but it is very old. It's well kept with a good fence around it. It's nowhere near as old or as large as the one in Greenfield, but this is family names of those buried here: Alexander, Allen, Ames, Amsden, Arms, Ashley, Bardwell, Barnard, Beeman, Belding, Billings, Burrell, Bradley, Bull, Burt, Carter, Catlin, Champy, Chandler, Chillis, Gorge, Dickinson, Felton, Field, Forward, Frary, French, Graves, Harvey, Hawks, Hinsdale, Hoyt, Hunter, Ingersoll, Kellogg, Locke, Lone, Mattoon, Merriman, Mitchell, Norden, Munn, Nims, Parker, Phelps, Price, Root, Russell, Saxton, Selden, Sexton, Shattuck, Sheldon, Speed, Smith, Stebbins, Tyler, Wells, William, Wright. Very cool. This is the old burial ground. Actually has a caption. Located west of the town common, the old burial ground is Deerfield's oldest graveyard, in use by Eagle settlers from the 1690s. The number of people buried here is unknown, but exceeds 266 markers that are still standing, so apparently some have fallen down. It includes a monument erected to residents killed in the raid of 1704 by French soldiers and their native allies. Some very early wooden and stone markers have weathered away. Unmarked graves may include poorer residents, transients, African Americans, and Native people. The surviving stones reflect religious beliefs, symbols, and motifs of the time period which they have carved. As faces and styles changed, death-head skulls with wings became way to winged cherubs or angels. In the later 1700s, while neoclassical willow and urn patterns became popular by the turn of the 19th century. Sandstone, ranging in color from tan to red, slate, schist, and marble, the most common materials used were gravestones made by local and regional gravestone carvers. The old burial ground remained in active use until about 1800, when the town established Laurel Hill Cemetery on Pine Neck Road across from the street from present-day 5 and 10. That's 1700 and something. I'm not sure what it says. In memory a son. Oh, here's one I might be able to read. Mr. Zadget Hawks died August 1821, age 19. Another child. daughter of Sam, died 1765. David Field Esquire died 1792, age 81. He's a Revolutionary War veteran. He was. 1803, died 88 years. They lived long lives. This is Mr. Thomas Bardwell, who departed this life on February 8th, 1781. Memory of Mrs. Sarah Bardwell. January 1783, in the 80th year of her life. I'm not sure what that says. It's not quite legible. They ask you not to try to mark it. So I will stand by their wishes. Memory of Reverend Jonathan Ashley, who died August 8th, 1780, in the 68th year of his age. "48 of his ministry, leaving a name deemed to friends at Quantrum for his social kindness, pleads deportment and partisan for his zealous in the cause of Christianity, which united with superior knowledge, a really that's a moral divine truth, rendered him a shining light in the station where God had placed him." Now, this is the relic. Now, she died in 1808. I was told that that's like he didn't marry her. Here is the interned body of Mrs. Abigail Williams, the relic of Reverend John Williams. Now, as you can see, he already had one other. She died in 1754. Here lies the body of the Reverend Mr. John Williams, the beloved, faithful parson of this place, who died on June 12th, 1729, at the age of 65 years of age. Now, he talks about his wife, too, so it's a little confusing on what that means. Here lies the body of Mrs. Bruce Williams, the consort of the Reverend Mr. John Williams, of daughter of Eleanor and Ethel Merriam of Northampton, was born August 2nd, 1664, in Bell by the Rage of Y.E., March 1st, 1703. David Dickinson, a Revolutionary War veteran officer, died December 15th, 1822, in his 75th year. In memory of I'm not sure, but he died June 6, 1799, 16 years old. Here's one that died in the 5th year of her age, 1790. A lot of children in here. Unfortunately, I can't read a lot of it. Ora Harvey, wife of Elijah Russell, died November 11th, 1862, aged 89. I can't read that. Mr. Joseph Devens, who departed this life May the 30th, 1797, in the 70th year of his life. Looks like she died. Mary Stebbins died in July. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, some of these are really wiped out. It is a peaceful rain. Oh, it's nice out here. The dead of 1704. Looks like this is a burial mound, maybe. It says 1704 dead. Arthur Williams. Probably Esther now. I'm not sure. These are graves. I'm not sure if these are graves or where they laid out the bodies, you know, in the olden days. I mean, this is very old. $1600s, $1700s. Looks like that might be an old slate. I'm not sure. No disrespecting any dead. Memory of Mr. Mill Williams, Mrs. Millie, Mrs., daughter of $1792, I believe she died. John Hindle. He died October 20th, 1788, in the 50th years of his life. Here lies the body. It's way past reading. It's a shame. But the town records go back to 1690. Here interred the body of Enfield Ebenezer, who died June 12, 1758, in the 67th year of his age. Here lies the body of Dr. Thomas Millis, who departed this life. The writing's gone. (1801). Maggie Weld, consort. (1813). 1804. There's not one of these marble slabs again. There's some very old markers. (1759). He died December 1802. This is very old. It's broken, but I might say Elizabeth at the bottom. The writing is gone. In 1832, 1824, age 7, 1735. died. September 20th, 1791, 21 years. $17.94. That one's been broken. Of course, it doesn't mean vandalism. It means it could be something very simple and sad that like 1792, 81 years old.